listen, here's one thing that today I want you to know. I want to tell you just one thing. Bro, you need to now grow up and forgive your ex, forgive your parents, forgive anyone that has ever wronged you, and start just living your life. But there's a lot of power that comes with forgiveness. If it's the girl that dumped you after you doing everything that you could have done for them, or if it's the boy that dumped you if you're a woman and you're finding it difficult, please just learn to forgive them. And if it's your parent, also learn to forgive your father and your mother and everyone, even your siblings. Forgive them. Because I came to the realization the other day that most people, they walk out here with a lot of resentment. Probably the same way that their mother resent their fathers is the same way now that they're resenting their fathers and getting into wars that are not theirs. It's the most shitty thing for any human being to decide now to inherit another person's battle. You decide to inherit your mother's battle with your father or your father's battle with your mother. No, you should just learn how to stay the fuck out of it. I was one day asked here a question. So if me and your father are fighting, Chris, whose side are you taking? I'm like, you guys fight. It's also part of forgiveness. No, you guys go and fight. Because anyway, when you guys will come to terms and understand one another, I'm not going to be there. You find now kids have all been turned against their father. Now they see their father as this loser guy who never helped the mother to raise them, and until you stop for a second and start asking yourself questions. But what kind of nonsense is this? And women are so good at this, by the way. Women are so good at turning the kids against their fathers. That's why any man that says that a woman is a fool, I'm like, bro, you're the biggest fool. Women are not fools. Can you imagine? Today, me here, Chris Basedeke. I've had a woman, probably a girlfriend, she's given me like 7 boys. And all these boys are fully grown now. I'm around maybe 57 or 60 years of age. And this woman is still there. Probably she's also 64, 65. If I'm 67, she's probably 64, 65. Or even 66, God knows. So, now with this woman, that you think that women are fool. Now listen to this. One day she calls for a family gathering, and now she's put on those traditional clothes, and she's just there. I'm waiting for all my sons to come. She starts with Jacob, Baron, Roger, maybe let's say we have another one called Ian, Carol, bro, 7 sons, all of them are there. Of course, we're not counting the 2 daughters that she had, because anyway, she gave me 10 kids. And then, out of the blue, this woman says, I have a confession to make. And everyone now starts freaking out. Everyone is like, what confession is this that a mother has? Probably some of these kids, now they already have their own family and everything. And she says, I need you guys to forgive me. And she looks at me, she's like, Chris, by then probably I'm walking on a walking stick. Chris, you also should forgive me. None of these kids are yours. Bro, you get that message at 67. You've hustled, you've worked like 70 hours a week, and then your wife just comes one day and she confesses to you and she says, enough. I don't want... She just says, these kids are not yours, Chris. Bro, how are you going to handle that? You dummy who's saying women are not intelligent. Yes, so you could say, oh, Chris, I will rush and go do the DNA. But before you even get a chance to go and do the DNA with your kids, do you know how much blood pressure your blood will be in? When she just told you these kids are not yours. And as I was listening to one of the very intelligent girls that I know, or ladies, she's a lady, and she said, Chris, there's a reason why women, she wasn't talking to me, but I'm now saying, there's a reason why women fight now in a modern day and age to keep the kids when the family separates. And I was like, okay. Why do they fight to keep these kids? Bro, the answer shocked me to the core. She was like, sometimes those kids are not even demands. That's why they decided to go with them. Because anyway, for me, if you leave them with me, probably I'll do a DNA one after the other. So she's like, that's the reason why women are very brilliant. Bro, she will make that home, she will make that house a home. And bro, she can also make that same house that you think now belongs to you. She can also make that house become a bed of thorns. How many men today do we know of who get to the house, they park outside in one of the corners in the underground parking in these tall buildings in Nairobi, in these tall apartments, and they stay there. They will get in their house at what time? Probably 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. After sleeping for 4 hours, now 2 o'clock they come when everyone is asleep, and by 6 o'clock, before the kids even wake up, the guy is already out of the house. How many men live lives like those ones? Just because their woman has decided now they will turn this house upside down and make it a bed of thorns. How many men today in this here same world that you and I are living in, when they get home, the kids hate their fathers, their father, the woman hates their father, and this man is the one that is catering for everything. How many men are living lives like those ones? And I don't know where this whole mentality of men fearing women came from. To be honest, I really don't know. Because how do you fear someone that you brought in your house as your girlfriend, wife, whatever she might have come in there? How do you fear someone? It's like you're the president of a country and you're fearing a certain politician. You're like, that one I cannot do. Bro, you're the president. That's why, bro, in your house you should be like a king. When you open the door, the kids should just be running. Everyone puts themselves in order. Anything less than that, it's a no. You do not have any business there. But these men, working 60 hours a week or 100 hours a week in their house, they're not respected. And by the way, now here's the other thing. Most of these men, they're not even enjoying the conjugal rights from their wives. Because anyway, their wives are like, yes, I'll give it to you when I want. While at the same time, this wife has a boyfriend where? In the office or at her workplace. She has a boyfriend there. And this boyfriend, anytime he wants it, including in the bathroom at work. These women are doing this crazy shit. And married women are the ones who are leading in these things. But when we pass this message out there, people think that we are the ones who are crazy. No, Chris Basedeke is a crazy one. And I'm not saying that, I am more prone to any of these things. Some of my friends, they still call me junior counsel. Because anyway, with all this knowledge that I have, I've never married. But as I've always said here on this channel, I am someone who observes things quite a lot. I look at things, I'm like, okay, connect the dots. This and this and this is what it means like this. Imagine a man having to call home and be like, I am sorry, I'm with the boys. And if the woman says, you need to be here in the next 20 minutes. Bro, what does the Bible say? In the book of, what was that book? I don't even remember the book, but I'm sure somewhere in the Bible it says, husband, love your wives Wives, submit to your husband. So how are we reversing the game here to the point that now it's me, Chris Basedeke, who's submitting to which name can I use? To Irene. Bro, it's against the order. The order that even the Almighty God Himself created. It's against the order. So the moment you as a man, you find yourself submitting to any woman, you've already lost. Because anyway, as a man, no one has to tell you what you have to do with your life. Because anyway, you have to know, okay, I will do this, I'll do this, and I'll do this. One of the biggest lessons that I learned in 2024, yeah, the last year, the year that has just been recently concluded, bro, self-reliance. Bro, in as much as things can go left, right, and center, as a man, all you need is to do is be self-reliant. Things can go left, things can go right, things can go anywhere, but learn to be self-reliant. What do you need? I need something. Yes, I can do it for myself. And this includes even making your own meals. Because anyway, one day your wife can start becoming arrogant and say, I'm not making you a meal, by the way. You know where the kitchen is, and you can go and do it yourself. Bro, you came in my life, I was doing it myself. And if tomorrow morning you wake up, you're like, I don't want to make you a meal. I'm like, what else are you doing? I'm going to work. When I come back, let me find that your existence has ceased to exist in my house. Get out. Unless you are sick, Uko in the coma somewhere giving birth to my sons. Yeah, yes, probably, yeah. But you just woke up one day because your auntie told you, oh, your husband, when he goes out, blah, 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 and you want now to come and put those rules on me. I'm not submitting to any woman. Be it my mother, my sisters, my aunties, none of them. You owe them zero amount of submission. You try to submit to them, oh bro, you'll be dragged down the pit of hell. And I'm sure that's one place where you do not want to go. And also, while we are at it, here's the other thing. Bro, the day your woman stop respecting you, that's the day that union of yours is over. And when I say respect, the way that she talks to you, but also this one has to be the way that you also talk to her. Though sometimes women like men who give them orders and command them, but you have to be very crafty about it. You can't just be like, easy via to the ocean. No, not like that. Because anyway, it's in their nature when you're like, let me give them something small, and then they multiply. That's why you'll come with some groceries, and then they give you a meal out of these groceries that you brought to her. Oh, when you do this consistently, bro, now you'll start living your life to the point where you can't even imagine, without any respect in the way that your woman is talking to you and everything. Then, brother, what else are we doing in this relationship? The woman should have gone long time ago. Or you live. Sometimes if the kids are there, you might be like, yes, I will live here. Just let them be and go. Bro, kids will always look for their fathers. Rarely they do look for their mothers anyway. If their mother was married to another guy somewhere, yeah, they might want to know, how was she? Yeah, bro, she left you and she went and got married. And I think women should start doing this. Women should be like, if the relationship is not working with the baby daddy, go and submit that kid to the father and let the father deal with that. Because anyway, men don't go and claim child support. It's women who are always on the streets making noise. Child support, here's your child, here's your daughter, pay school fees and all this. If you're unable to pay the school fees, you might as well just leave me with the kids, and then you go ahead, make your life. If you're lucky and find someone that will want to marry you, girl, all that you should do is ignore your religion, ignore your father, ignore your mother, ignore your cousins, go and be with that man and say, I will be here. And never even look back. Your son will be fine where they are. Probably when you're over 53, then you can meet your son and be like, son, I had to do what I had to do. But you hold on to this child for too long, and then the father goes and marries another woman, then you stay bitter. It's better tell him, here's your son. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I did this and this and this. Mukubwa, here's your son. I'm gone. Because who benefits from women giving their staying with the children? The government benefits because they know now they can raid this man's payslip to pay for the child support. But very few men out here in the world are claiming child support from their wives. Apart from the few women who are very, very wealthy. But me, if today I had a baby mom and she wants to leave, bro, I will tell her, listen, give me the child. Where I come from, bro, where I come from, the kids belong to the father. If today the woman decides to leave, she just leaves as she is, unless she's breastfeeding. And once she's done breastfeeding, she should come and submit the kid to the father. Because anyway, that's where law and order is. Bro, and this problem with fatherlessness is a massive big thing. In my previous video, I mentioned something to do with it, with the girls. And with the boys, is even more crazy, bro. All these boys that you see out here in the world who have zero respect for anyone, who don't talk to people with respect. They're always making noise, sagging their pants all the way down their asses. Their boxers are out. All these are fatherless boys. But do you think I'll walk somewhere and my ass is out? Bro, probably my father will just come with a whip and whip the shit out of me. I tried this when I was young. Bro, when I was young, I grew up in a very strict environment with my grandfather. My grandfather was he served, I mean, he's still alive. He served in the military. Bro, here there was no joke. I knew that on Sunday, when it's time to go to church, you have to put on a suit and be presentable like a man. I knew that when I'm going to school, the uniform has to be washed, ironed, and I will pass by his door for him to check me properly. Bro, you can imagine, this is someone who was born in 1931. 1931. So now as we speak, this guy is 93, turning 94 in March. Bro, I'll pass by him and he will check. Shoes polished? Yes. Socks? Yes. Short? Very well. Trouser, belt? Then he will be like, go to school. And bro, when I come back in the evening, I also have to report and stand there. Now, I'll stand there and he'll be looking. Okay. Yeah. Now go change and come and do something. There was no question, there was no nothing. Bro, if he wasn't there, probably I mean, my mom is at work, so I can maneuver some things here and there, and she will have no clue about it anyway. How will she? So, bro, law and order is something that must be maintained in any situation or in any relationship around. Respect is paramount. Because anyway, what's the order of creation here? The order of creation here is God is right there at the top. And a God is man. And a man is woman. And a woman is children. And a children is animals. And that's it. God, man, woman, children, and animal. That's the umbrella. So now in the society where we are trying to invert this order so that we say, is God, man, and woman, then children, then the man is also being eliminated by the state. Kick the man out so that we are God, woman, man, and maybe even children, or God, a woman, children, and then man at the bottom. No wonder we're having so many problems in the society today. No wonder we're having careless boys who are abusing drugs, homelessness. These are boys who are doing things that I'm like, well, we are creating these things with our own hands here in the society. So, ladies and gentlemen, before I finish this, I just have to say, all the problems that we are facing, we are the only one who can provide for ourselves these solutions. And without that, we are losing this battle very big, quick, fast.